Hey guys, Red Pen Mining here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day this video. Okay, I just got in the new Goldshell XT Box and straight away I am gonna give my opinion on this miner because I don't want anyone persuaded out there or sensationalized by YouTube titles out there getting into new miners that make $100 a day or something like that. I hate doing that, and I want to start off in this video giving you guys my opinion of the Goldshell XT Box. And right away I am gonna say I do not recommend buying this, and I'm just gonna give a lot of opinions here as I go along here. Okay, there's obviously a lot of risks involved buying these types of miners, and I'm gonna give a lot of examples, okay, as I go along here. All right, so yeah, I honestly I don't recommend it, and Goldshell's probably gonna hate me, but I thank them for sending this to me. But you know, the YouTubers and whoever gets these first to review are the only ones that are winning. And so I want to announce first that I am doing a 1-month Hashrate Giveaway, which I am gonna choose a winner every day. All right, so every winner is going to get 24-hour hash rate from this Goldshell XT Box starting, I guess, today. All right, as you guys see this video. So I'm gonna choose a winner like 2 hours or 3 hours after this video is uploaded. So just comment down below your thoughts of either this XT Box or maybe even your thoughts on Tari. Okay, give me your thoughts as to why, you know, someone may buy this or should not buy this. You know, maybe someone believes in the project, or, you know, there was a 30% pre-mine, you know, or there, you know, the market cap of Tari right now I think is like $6 or $7 million or something market cap, which is like nothing, right? Okay, so anyways, give me your guys' comments down below. I will choose a winner every single day for the next 30 days, all right? Currently, I think looking at miningnow.com right now, as of recording, this thing makes 37 bucks a day. And yeah, again, I really, I don't recommend anyone buying this miner, okay? So this is probably gonna be the last time Goldshell is ever gonna send me something, though I'd say I've been pretty negative on Goldshell products over the past couple years, but they still send me stuff. So thank you to Goldshell for that. And so anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy the giveaway, and just check back in this video. I will be replying to your comment, okay? So make sure you email me your mining pool of choice and your wallet address, all that kind of stuff, because I gotta change it every 24 hours, all right? So get your comments in and smash that like, and also follow me on Twitter, as I'll announce the winners there as well. All right guys, before I keep rambling on, all right, the XT Box, it's essentially a Mini Doge casing, okay, exactly like a Mini Doge. And this thing does 580 gigahash on Tari at like 400 watts. There's 2 6-pins, 1 Ethernet. It does have Wi-Fi capability. Did it come with a Wi-Fi adapter? Let's see here. Yeah, it did. Okay, all right. So, I was just thinking, after the 30-day hash rate, I'm curious, you know, how much is this thing gonna make after 30 days? And you know, last month I think it was making like $60 or $65 a day according to Mining Now past 30-day chart. So, you know, I feel like I'm second batch, because I know people who already received the XT Box maybe like 2 weeks ago and have already been mining with one. And I know there's a gentleman in our community, Mr. Fully Electric. If you're watching this, my friend, I know he just got one. I think it was 2 weeks ago, and he had to pay like a $1,600 or $1,800 tariff on this thing. So that was brutal, and he just paid it because I think at the time this thing was making 60 or 70 bucks a day or something. Of course it's going down like every single day as more and more of these come on. And so Tari, actually, you know what, before I keep rambling on, let me plug this in. Let me get some 6-pin PCIe cables, Ethernet, plug it in, and just let me see what the web GUI looks like. I'm pretty sure it looks like all Goldshell web GUIs. All right, so give me a sec. Okay, all right, I just plugged her in. 2 6-pin PCIe, veteran miner cables, Ethernet, and it's blinking red. I don't know, that looks like a bad sign. We're pulling 13 watts right now. Obviously I haven't put my web GUI stuff in, so let me log into the computer and let me put that in. Okay, I got a lot to talk to you guys about. Okay, not only show you guys the web GUI, I'm pretty sure everyone has seen, you know, typical Goldshell web GUIs before, but we're going to talk about Tari's price, okay, market cap and whatnot. We're going to talk about Tari's current network hash rate. We're going to do some paper math here and just see how many of these XT boxes have come online maybe over the past 7 days, because profitability of this thing has been dropping like off a cliff. Okay, like literally 7 days ago this was making 66 bucks a day. Now it makes $37 a day. All right, and that was only adding about 30 terahash to the network. Okay, so we went from 70 terahash, 68 terahash network hash rate on Tari going to about 92. So 30 terahash, give or take. So how many XT boxes will it take, you know, to add that 30 terahash? Well, we'll do some math here as we go along here. And I also want to talk about Tari's tokenomics. All right, some people may not understand how Tari is spread across for, you know, the proof of work distribution, the emissions for all the people that are mining Tari right now. Okay, so we're going to talk about that as well. All right, so let's start off first. The Goldshell XT box in the flesh. It's pulling about 390 watts for me at the wall right now. We're at 577 gigahash. I am mining it to Cryptex. Okay, I am not doing the swapping feature. We are actually mining it. I'm mining it directly to non-KYC because I'm just going to swap it into USDT. But again, you guys are going to comment. I'm going to choose a winner. So this thing's not going to be mining to me for the next month. I'm probably going to give this away in the next month. Okay, after I'm done doing hash rate for 30 people, I'm probably going to give this thing away, and hopefully, you know, it's still good by then for someone else. So yeah, I'm not going to benefit from taking any profit from this thing, and I'm probably going to give this away. So this is for the community. This is for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. But this thing was selling for about $18,000 to $2,000, maybe $21.33, and Goldshell already sold out. Already sold out of these. Granted, I personally don't think they sold that many, and we're gonna come back to the hash rate, and I'll give you my reason why they haven't really sold that many. And I think Goldshell understands this, but you know, yeah, not many people have bought this machine. But profitability wise, yeah, it's down at 37 bucks a day as of recording at my electrical rate. But yeah, the web GUI, very standard, very easy. I'm not getting any rejected on Cryptex. Hardware errors, I'm getting 70.75%. Getting a decent amount of hardware errors. Temperature 61 degrees Celsius. So typical box miner. Yep, okay, so that's it. I want to talk about Tari, okay? So now, this is something I think most people don't understand, that with Tari, they did have a 50% block reward distribution, because they do have the Random X and also SHA-3X, which is going to be for the Asics, okay, for this XT box. All right, so there's CPU mining Tari, and then there's SHA-3X, but there's also recently, I think over the past month or two, they released Kuka2 or Kukaroo. Kukaroo, okay, is another GPU mineable algorithm. All right, and then there's also, I believe, Tari RX. So the emissions distribution is 25%. So SHA-3X 25%, Monero RX 25%, Tari 25%, and the GPU miners who are GPU mining Tari are also getting 25%. So is it a substantial amount of emissions that, you know, is going amongst all the people that are mining Tari? Well, it's about 6,000. I believe it goes by $6,000 a day roughly on each of the coins. I don't know if Hashrate.nl has the specific math. I haven't done the math personally, but I think the emissions, I think 180 blocks on SHA-3X a day. I think Random X might be more, 200, 240. Don't quote me on that. I've been skimming. But yeah, the emissions, this is sharing across everyone who's mining on each of the chains here, which is split between 25%. Okay, so just to give that, that context there for anyone that doesn't understand. I think Tari's website, they probably have to split this up, and because it has changed, okay? But they also had a pre-mine, all right? There was a 30% pre-mine with Tari, all right? A total supply of 21 billion XTM was emitted gradually using an exponential decay function over approximately 27.8 years. Once an annual emissions decline 1% of total supply, perpetual one tail emission will continue indefinitely, ensuring ongoing miner compensation and network security. Of this total supply, 6.3 billion XTM, 30% will be pre-mined, subject to significant lockups and vesting schedules. All right, so, I mean, in a sense, that's good that they have this, the lockups, but, I mean, I'm trying to think of some other coins right now, like Alephium also had a pre-mine, VC-backed, and I don't know, Ironfish was the same thing. I mean, look at those coins, right? Look at where those are now. And, you know, when Asic came out, it pretty much tanked the market so for those coins. So I'm thinking, you know, the same thing's happening with Tari now, unless, you know, there's going to be some type of market maker for this coin. I'm not trying to be positive about it, but there's always a chance, right? And if anyone that's, you know, doing the whole mine and hodl method, then, you know, that's your own, that's someone's prerogative. That's going to take that risk, okay? I'm personally not taking that risk. I would, if I had this miner, I would liquidate it as fast as possible. Not, not financial advice. But anyways, moving along. Okay, so other risks here. I mean, just thinking about how all these new, you know, all these new types of, you know, box miners that are coming out from Goldshell. It seems like Goldshell is always the first one out of the gate. And, you know, in previous history, again, you know, from other coins like Alephium, Cadena, even Caspa, you know, these types of products from Goldshell are extremely short-lived in terms of profitability. And Tari is definitely one of those that is going to be one of those. Okay, extremely short-lived, because look at this. All right, here we go. So it was just making 66 bucks a day 7 days ago. Now it's at 7 days later, it's making $37 again. Tell me, in 7 days, and I just received this now, okay, I feel like I'm like this, kind of like the second batch, I think 2 weeks later. Think about how many people are just turning theirs on right now as I'm recording this, okay? So how many of these, you know, XT boxes did it take to pretty much dump the profitability from 66 to 36, okay? So from October 7th, you know, it was about, or I'm going to say October 6th, we were hitting about 68, 70 terahash, let's say. Then here we are today, October 14th, we're almost midnight as of recording. The hash rate is about 89, let's just say 90 terahash. Okay, so let's just say 30 terahash, okay, between then, the past 7 days, have turned on. So I'm in the calculator here, okay, on coinguides.org. So 580 gigahash, so we translate that to 0.58 terahash. So 30 terahash has pretty much come online the network. Okay, so let's do some quick math. Let's do some RPM math here. So 30 terahash divided by 0.58 of a single XT box. There are 51 XT boxes that have turned on since October 7th all the way up until now, roughly. Okay, let's just say 50. 50 of these XT boxes have turned on, or 50 people have bought an XT box. So if this dropped, just a measly 50 units has dropped the profitability from $66 a day down to 37. Think about what another 50 are gonna do. I'm gonna say, and this also depends on Tari's price, right? I mean, Tari's price over the past 7 days has been going down, so that doesn't, you know, this doesn't instill confidence at all. Looks like it did go up here a little bit back on October 6th, but October 7th, that's when the hash rate started rising, and we've seen a lot of volume, and looks like some downward pressure here recently. So overall, though, you zoom out, I mean, Tari's, you know, extremely down. You know, when you look at a chart like this, that's not a good sign. So obviously, when they first got listed on exchange, they probably had a market maker, and it went up, and the sell pressure began. You know, initial investment, people that got in early sold right away, and this is what happens with these types of networks. Especially, I know that FPGAs were able to get on early as well. A lot of people probably mined that and sold quickly. So, you know, with Tari here, with the XT boxes, it's no different. It's gonna substantially lower the profitability here. I'm gonna call it now. So this was in a span of 7 days. Imagine the next 7 days. I'm gonna say October 21st. All right, you heard it here first. These things, this XT box is gonna make, I'm gonna say, $5 a day. Between $3 and $5 a day in the next 7 days. Prove me wrong, we'll see. All right, we're gonna see. I'm gonna call it right now in this video. $5 a day in the next 7 days. You guys, give me your predictions below. If you've gotten this far, again, comment, and I'm gonna choose a winner every day for the next 30 days. I guess for the 7th or 8th day, whoever I give the hash rate to, it's probably not even gonna be that much anyway. And then like another 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, might be like $1 a day. And like, I don't know, some other Asic manufacturer is gonna come out with a Tari SHA-3X miner. Let's say Ice River, or I don't know, I don't know, some other brand, who knows? Probably not. This is probably the only, like, I don't think Bitmain would ever touch this project simply for the fact that it's a market cap of $6 million. There's no emissions at all for anyone to be mining, or doesn't make any point to manufacture or spend the money on the R&D to make an ASIC miner for this, because the market cap is so low. And yeah, so guys, I think that's it. I think I've rambled on enough. Again, I don't recommend anyone purchasing this. Let me know your guys' thoughts, please, down below. But actually, you know what? Let's go back out in the miner. Oh, alrighty, my friends. Okay, so this XT box, 390 watts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's making good money now, but oh, the next couple weeks here, it's probably gonna go down even more, right? Even like just 50 of these miners. You guys saw, we did the math. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I did the math wrong. But and the next 50 miners, another 30 terahash, is gonna substantially destroy the profitability of this thing. And I mean, it's no different from a lot of other box miners we've seen in the past. I think script is different, right? The Dogecoin miners have been able to sustain, especially depending on your electrical cost. Dogecoin, because the emissions for Dogecoin is, you know what, $25–30 million or something like that. So Dogecoin can handle, right, a lot more hardware to come on the network. But unlike the XT box here for XTM, for Tari, $6 million bucks, or $6,000 emission a day, that is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. And yeah, it's probably going to get destroyed. And seeing that, you know, Goldshell's website's already sold out of these, that's another like red flag to me. And then 30% pre-mine, red flag. You know, this coin, I'm not into it. I don't agree with the whole tokenomics thing. Maybe you guys do. If you do, and you've already bought, let me know if anyone here bought one of these. I'm actually curious. Like, I think it's just new miners coming in and not understanding, you know, tokenomics of a coin, you know, market cap, emissions, you know, just looking at the network hash rate, seeing how many of these miners could come online, how many Goldshell could manufacture, all these types of things to think about when, you know, these types of miners come out. Okay, so this is something I just can't recommend. I just can't, just simply for the fact of what has happened in the past for a lot of other coins like these, you know, for these types of box miners, except for Doge. Okay, that's kind of again, I already explained that. Okay, so anyways, guys, I think that's it. That's it. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Okay, get your comments down below. I'll choose the winner here in the next couple hours after this video is uploaded, and we'll do the cycle every 24 hours, and I'll announce the winner on X on Twitter. So make sure you follow me on X, and also hit the like on this video. Again, let me know your guys' thoughts. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out. Peace out.